extraterrestrial aliens in Iceland when UFOs almost came to Snæfellsjökull in Iceland. 20 years ago, in the dark ages of the 90s, Michael Dillon sat down to have dinner with his family. He seemed distracted to his wife, like he was pondering something great or had a bad case of gas. His son passed him the mashed potatoes, and what happened next almost tore the family apart. He filled his plate with all the mash before anyone else got to have any, and constructed out of it a replica of Snæfellsjökull, the Snæfellsjökull glacier. As his children cried, he looked upon his work and muttered, "This means something." No, wait, that was a scene from the greatest Close Encounters of the Third Kind movie ever made, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. In reality, though, Snæfellsjökull meant something, and not just in the Jules Verne sense that it was the entrance to the center of the earth, where Brendan Fraser and dinosaurs roam free. It meant something to aliens. Dillon, a British man who had often traveled to Iceland, had been contacted by aliens who told him to gather selected people and go to Iceland. On November 5th, the intergalactic travelers would meet them on Snæfellsjökull. His prediction was backed up by visions of the future even a woman had while abducted. Aliens in Snæfellsjökull Glacier and UFO headquarters. The Icelandic paranormal community rejoiced and the media was alerted. A couple of Icelanders who had contacted aliens with the help of mediums in the 90s, aliens talking through psychics like ghosts do, even started an organization that was supposed to deal with extraterrestrials, since Snæfellsjökull was to become some sort of alien headquarters on Earth, according to them. The universe is a vast place with billions upon billions of stars and endless amounts of planets, so there are probably many types of aliens out there, according to the Icelandic experts. There were 9 known types of aliens, the most famous being the tall, skinny ones with gray skin and huge black eyes that haunt my nightmares. No one knew which was coming, though, and no one knew if they were going to be hostile. The men in black show up probably. A conference was held in connection with the arrival after over 500 people interested in aliens and UFOs gathered. Among the guests were members of the American Army, the British Police, the CIA, the FBI, and other organizations, all eyewitnesses to the UFO phenomena. According to the news at the time, proof of the existence of alien Earth tourists were shown at the conference. In my research, the writer says, though, I did not find what the evidence actually was. Then the big day finally came on November 5th, 1993, and thousands of people, along with a camera crew from CNN, made their way onto Snæfellsjökull to wait for the twilight hour, the time in which the UFOs were supposed to show up. The world, or at least in Iceland, was glued to the television set. I was 8 at the time, and I still remember waiting for something to appear in the dark sky. I was and am a big movie buff, and Intruders, a mini-series about abduction, had been recently shown on TV, and it had left me terrified and intrigued. I wanted to see the aliens. This next paragraph won't be a surprise. The aliens didn't come. Or let me put it this way, no visible aliens came. Let's face it, if gray aliens with big black eyes had landed on Snæfellsjökull while CNN was broadcasting live from the scene, you would have known about it. The definitive proof of intelligent alien life would change everything and would probably cause mass panic and chaos, because all of the alien invasion films we've seen show this. Chaos, panic. All in all, the event was good according to the people that went. Everyone was happy, although some a bit scared. People held hands and sang and smiled. There was a good energy all around. Perhaps the aliens did come, but got frazzled by how many were there to greet them. Perhaps they were camera shy. Perhaps no aliens had any contact with anyone involved. And perhaps one day the aliens will come to Snæfellsjökull and bring in a new era for mankind, one of peace and happiness. Incidentally, a year later, The X-Files premiered on Icelandic television, and it was advertised as being based on true events we obviously all want to believe. And this is on Solask. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.